This is the story of a legendary sniper who can eliminate targets from kilometers away, even with a blindfold over his eyes. But this sniper wasn't always a killer. He used to be an ordinary math teacher who hated war and guns. Then one day, something happened that turned him from a decent teacher into a ruthless sniper. The story begins in a small village in Ukraine, where we see a small house. A couple lives there, happily spending their lives together. The man's name is Nikola, and his wife's name is Nastia. Nastia is a drawing artist who carves wood into different kinds of statues. Nikola is a teacher who teaches math to children at a nearby school. He is a very good teacher, and all the children like him, except one boy named Evan. Evan is a very rude boy. Every day in class, he tries to annoy his teacher, Nikola. Evan comes from a rich family, while Nikola is poor. Because of this, Evan makes fun of Nikola's looks and clothes. He wants Nikola to lose his temper and hit him so that he can complain and get Nikola fired from the school. But Nikola is a very calm man. Evan's words don't affect him, and he continues living his life peacefully. Since Nikola doesn't have any electronic items like a TV at home, he doesn't stay updated with the world. One day at school, he hears news on TV that Russia has attacked Ukraine. Many soldiers have been killed. Russia has captured several areas of Ukraine. That evening, when Nikola returns home, he finds out that his wife is pregnant. He is overjoyed because he is going to become a father. The couple celebrates this happy news together. The next day, Nikola says goodbye to his wife and leaves on his bicycle to go teach the children at school. On the way, he sees two soldiers standing and smoking cigarettes. They are wearing unfamiliar uniforms that don't look like Ukrainian soldiers' uniforms. Nikola feels something strange but assumes that maybe the government has changed the soldiers' uniforms, so he doesn't think much about it and continues to school. When he enters the school, he finds the entire place empty. Not a single child has come. This feels wrong to him. Then he sees the news on TV saying that Russian soldiers have entered Ukraine to take control. Now he realizes that the soldiers he saw on the road were actually Russians. Worried about his wife, who is alone at home, Nikola quickly rides his bicycle back, but he's already too late. When he reaches home, he sees those two soldiers brutally beating his wife. Nikola tries to save her, but the soldiers beat him badly as well. He begs them, "Please don't hurt my wife, she's pregnant," but the soldiers don't listen and continue beating them. After a while, one of the Russian soldiers searches the house. When he finds nothing valuable inside, he gets angry and sets Nikola's house on fire before leaving. Seeing her home burning, Nastia becomes furious and throws a stone at the Russian soldier. One soldier turns and shoots her. Nastia dies on the spot. Nikola's world shatters as he sees his wife die. He falls to the ground beside her, holds her in his arms, and cries uncontrollably. After some time, two Ukrainian soldiers arrive. Seeing Nastia dead, they feel deeply sorry and put a hand on Nikola's shoulder. Telling him not to lose hope, they dig a grave and ask Nikola to bury his wife there. After his wife's death, Nikola is completely broken. The Russian soldiers didn't just kill his wife, they also killed his unborn child and burned down his home. Now he burns with the fire of revenge. He must kill the soldier who shot his wife. The only way to do that is by joining the Ukrainian army. He requests the two soldiers to take him with them, saying he wants to join the army. They agree and take him to a military base. Before leaving, Nikola keeps a small statue made by his wife, something she made for his protection. At the base, their senior officer gets angry at the two soldiers for bringing Nikola and refuses to recruit him at first, suspecting he might be a spy. After questioning them and hearing Nikola's story, how Russian soldiers brutally killed his wife and burned his home, Nikola says he has no reason left to live and wants to fight for his country and take revenge. The senior officer finally agrees, and Nikola's training begins the next day. Since Nikola is an ordinary man, training is very difficult for him. He has spent his whole life teaching math and knows nothing about guns. While others quickly assemble their weapons, Nikola is slow and finishes last. The officer thinks Nikola may never become a good soldier, but Nikola doesn't give up and keeps focusing on training. One night, during training, Nikola asks his senior not to call him by his real name because his code name is Raven. Everyone laughs, and the senior tells him that code names aren't given so easily. A soldier must achieve something great for the country to earn one. Nikola doesn't take this negatively and works even harder. While others sleep at night, he keeps practicing. One day, the senior announces that they are short on snipers and need more to fight the Russians. He asks who wants to become a sniper. Some soldiers stand up, and Nikola is among them. Everyone laughs at him. The senior tells him he isn't ready to become a sniper since he can barely assemble and disassemble a gun properly, but Nikola insists he can become a good sniper and just needs one chance to prove himself. The senior agrees and challenges him to assemble a gun within 20 seconds. To prove himself, Nikola blindfolds his eyes and quickly disassembles and reassembles the gun in just 18 seconds. Everyone is shocked. Those who laugh now applaud him. Impressed, the senior includes him in sniper training. During training, Nikola is given an old model gun while others get modern weapons. He asks for a modern weapon too, but the senior says he must prove himself first. With no other choice, Nikola accepts the old gun. The senior explains that a sniper must not move even an inch from his position, no matter the situation, and must keep focus on the target. To test this, he fires bullets near them. Any sniper who moves is disqualified. When it's Nikola's turn, he doesn't move at all and keeps aiming, passing the test. In the next test, snipers are shown their target only once, then their view is blocked. They must estimate and shoot the target. Some soldiers pass, but when Nikola shoots, his aim is slightly off and he fails, mainly because his old rifle makes it harder to shoot perfectly. Everyone knows that with a new rifle, he would have hit perfectly. The next training is even harder. They must shoot targets at night using only the light from a flare. The senior fires a flare and everyone shoots, but no one hits the target. Nikola is the only one who doesn't shoot immediately. He realizes it's impossible to aim directly in flare light. Instead, he uses the brief light to calculate the distance to the target using his math skills, and then fires a perfect shot. Everyone, including the senior, is shocked. No one has ever completed this task before. Only Nikola succeeds. The senior is deeply impressed and finally gives him his desired code name, Raven. Days pass and Nikola trains with full dedication. Finally, the day of the results arrives. The colonel salutes Nikola and tells him he has passed the test. A few days later, the colonel comes to Nikola and tells him to pack his gear. They are going on a mission. News has come that Russian soldiers have captured a checkpoint. Nikola's team quickly reached the location and took their positions, aiming at their targets. They were just about to eliminate the Russian soldiers when they saw a vehicle in the distance heading toward the checkpoint. Because of this, the colonel ordered everyone to hold their fire. The Russian soldiers stopped the vehicle and told the people inside to step out. They checked their passports and thoroughly searched the car. When everything seemed fine, the soldiers allowed them to leave, but kept their passports. When the civilians asked for their passports back, the soldiers brutally beat them. Seeing this, the colonel finally gave the order to fire. In a single moment, all the snipers took out their assigned targets. Their first mission was complete. After the mission, when they returned to base, Nikola noticed many of his teammates were missing. Worried, he asked where they were. He was told they had been sent on another mission. The next day, Nikola learned that many of those soldiers had been killed during that mission by a Russian sniper named Siri, the best sniper in Russia. A few days later, Nikola and his team left for their next mission. Upon reaching the location, they planted mines all around and took their positions. After some time, Russian soldiers arrived, and with them was Evan, the same boy who used to trouble Nikola at school. Evan had now joined the Russian army. When the colonel gave the order to shoot, Nikola hesitated. He didn't want to kill his former student, but putting his emotions aside, he shot the landmines instead. A massive explosion followed, killing Evan along with the Russian soldiers. After things settled down, the colonel angrily asked Nikola what he had been thinking when the order was given. Nikola replied that one of the Russian soldiers was his student, and he didn't want to kill him. The colonel explained that Nikola shouldn't feel sad for Evan, because here he wasn't a student, he was the enemy. Joining the Russian army had been Evan's own decision. After completing the mission, they returned to base. The colonel trusted Nikola deeply and spent much of his time with him. One day, the colonel showed Nikola a photo of his family. He said he had 2 daughters who didn't even know their father was a soldier. He had told them he was a businessman, and his wife had never revealed the truth either. Nikola then shared his own painful story about how Russian soldiers had brutally killed his wife. He became emotional, but the colonel comforted him. The next morning, they left for another important mission. They had received information that a group of Russian soldiers would pass through a certain route. Colonel and Nikola reached the location early and took their positions. Soon, they saw 2 Russian soldiers waiting for the rest of their team. Nikola noticed that one of them was the soldier who had shot his wife, and he was right in his sights. Nikola asked for permission to fire, but the colonel refused. Furious, Nikola asked again, but the colonel denied him once more. Unable to control his emotions, Nikola fired anyway. The soldier died instantly, but the shot exposed their position. The colonel shouted, "What have you done?" The worst part was that Siri, Russia's deadliest sniper, was also nearby and now knew their location. The colonel began searching for Siri, but before he could find him, Siri shot him in the head. The colonel died on the spot. Nikola realized the huge mistake he had made. Because of his actions, the colonel had died. The Russian soldiers now knew their position and began heavy firing and bombardment. Seeing the situation worsen, Nikola decided to retreat. He carried the colonel's body and managed to escape the enemy area. Returning to base, Nikola was devastated and blamed himself for the colonel's death. He swore he would kill Siri and avenge him. Soon, Nikola received information about 2 Russian snipers and went on another mission. He reached the location, took aim, and killed one sniper. However, while doing so, the second sniper shot Nikola in the arm. Despite being wounded, Nikola managed to kill the second sniper as well. Badly injured, he went to a secret base to recover. During this this time, he received a call from an army major who informed him that they had located the sniper who killed the colonel. Nikola returned to base, where the major briefed everyone. The major explained that the sniper's name was Siri, Russia's best marksman whose aim had never failed. He had killed 6 of Ukraine's top snipers. He also recorded videos of killing Ukrainian soldiers and posted them on social media to demoralize the Siri usually stayed in one fixed position while hunting his enemies. They formed a plan. 2 teams would approach Siri's location. The first team would attack the Russian soldiers from the front. While they were busy, the second team would attack from behind. Taking advantage of the chaos, Nikola would enter the building and kill Siri. After finalizing the plan, they moved to the location. All the snipers took their positions. Meanwhile, Nikola quietly entered the building, where he saw 2 Russian soldiers talking. He killed them silently and moved forward. According to plan, he signaled his team. The moment they received a signal, the snipers outside eliminated the Russian soldiers. Meanwhile, Siri noticed that none of his men were reporting back. Sensing something wrong, he went to the rooftop where another Russian sniper was stationed, but when he got there, he found the sniper already dead. Panic began to set in. Siri realized Ukrainian soldiers had surrounded him. He called for backup, but they would take 10 minutes to arrive. He quickly returned to his position and began searching for enemies. Just then, he noticed a small statue placed on a table, the one Nikola had left behind, made by his wife. Before Siri could react, Nikola attacked him and stabbed him repeatedly, killing him. During the struggle, another sniper inside the building became alert, but before he could act, Nikola threw a grenade at him, killing him in the explosion. A short while later, Siri's backup team arrived at the building, unaware that Siri was already dead. When they called him, Nikola answered and told them they were all going to die. Then he shot the truck driver. Chaos erupted as Russian soldiers jumped out of the truck, unaware that Ukrainian snipers were waiting in ambush. The Ukrainian soldiers opened fire and eliminated them one by one. A few days after the mission, Nikola visited his wife's grave. The promise he had made to her was now fulfilled. He had killed everyone responsible for the deaths of his wife and the colonel. Standing there, Nikola swore that he would serve his country until his last breath. With that, he walked away and the film comes to an end. If you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and like the video. Thanks for watching.